participants are confronted by a hypothetical scenario that presents to them the challenges of a response. So we will say, here's a hypothetical disease outbreak. This is the way it might be evolving.
This is very telling. These motherfuckers. Students sound like a simulation. This sound like practice. It's like practice. I play football. This is practice. I know we all know. How the fuck the Simpsons predict things from the 80s? It's like, because I've learned this. The first rule is nothing's accidental, coincidental. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe there's a coincidence, but now we're in the 50s now. They have 2-hour compilations on this shit.
Because they set it up. They set up the first domino to affect the second domino, and then the second domino would affect the third domino. And all you had to do is do exactly what they were saying there. Let's see what happens.
Welcome back to part 2 of episode 50. Like, share, subscribe to this special 50th motherfucking episode, anniversary episode, I guess you could call it. Like, share, subscribe to ETW TV, H.F.C. Follow us on SoundCloud. Like, share, subscribe if you're getting any content out of the show. Know what I mean? This is the place we spark blunts and conversation.
And pop that blue pill, set yourself free.
Chosen one, shine bright. Now, I mean, in part 1, we talked about what the fuck is a mental health pandemic, and we kind of went through it, and we showed you some clips from what mental health is, or what the fact is, and the symptoms of mental health. And we also showed you the definition of a pandemic, and we put it together. And we're saying, like, basically, that sounds like a genius plan. But I wanna say some motherfucking statistics before this. And this statistic, you can look this up if you don't believe me. And tell me this looks like agenda based as well. Scientific studies show with research out of a Great Recession shows 1% increase of unemployment was accompanied by a 1% increase in suicide. So all this depression and people lose their jobs in COVID, and this is from the COVID research my man sent me. Now I mean, like, and my big bro sent me, like, so like this is, you think they don't know this? That the niggas go broke, that niggas gonna say, bah! They know all of this shit. They know all of it. They know everything that they know everything that's gonna happen before it happened.
Because with no spiritual connection to the all.
And like what you said earlier, it's like to chill.
The world or America, that's suicide.
I think this is America. Like, and this is another thing before we get into this next clip. Stress puts us in survival mode. This is scientists, right?
Yeah,
automatically. So was their agenda, and wasn't an agenda, wouldn't it pay to have us in that survival mode where we basically not really thinking and we just try to just give a point A to point B? Y'all gotta think about this. So, all right, the question on this episode is, how do they know a mental health pandemic is coming? How?
By orchestrating it.
Of course, that's obvious. But listen, this content is from World Economic Forum. We ran a massive...
The World Health Organization running a massive...
We ran a massive viral pandemic simulation. Here's what we learned about managing coronavirus. And y'all want to hear the kicker? This was published in 2019.
Before the coronavirus.
This is before the coronavirus. So how the fuck they running simulations about something called the coronavirus before the coronavirus even happened? So let's just go to it. Let's see what we talk about. Then we're going to go into the question.
Funded by your man Bill Gates.
Stop. Like, share, subscribe.
These epidemic events are getting more and more disruptive to health and to economy. And the reason we called it Event 201 is we knew eventually one of these days, one of those events would be the big one. And that big one would really challenge our capacity to respond. And to respond to the big one, we do need to have all hands on deck.
You ever heard Bill Gates speech about it? And he said, I knew there was going to be
Yes,
before the pandemic, he said, I knew that one day we're going to have a very big pandemic.
Participants are confronted by a hypothetical scenario that presents to them the challenges of a response. So we will say, here's a hypothetical disease outbreak. This is the way it might be evolving. And these are some of the challenges that you'll see that you'll have to address to address the disruptions that you're seeing to your healthcare system or to your organization.
This is very telling. These motherfuckers. Students sound like a simulation. They sound like practice. This is like practice. I play football. This is practice.
Yeah, because you wanna play.
All stakeholders realize pretty quickly just how underprepared we are and just how much is possible when we work together. And that the individual actions of any government or company won't add up to a proper global response. I think if we're honest with ourselves, collectively, the international community has never done enough to respond to global health security challenges. That we knew before COVID that the world was underprepared for biological risk.
That's why you're
I researched COVID's been around, and movies has been existing in other places. It's not a new thing.
When we walked into the room in New York, if you would have asked, do you think the world is prepared for a pandemic? I think everyone around that table would have said no. But it's when they walked out, I think it's when we really knew that if we are going to get ready, we need to have operationalized and integrated public-private cooperation that we haven't seen before.
Private corporation. So if you go,
if we're going to get
money, see that? Private corporations, money. World Health Organization.
Look at that movie with COVID in 2001. That movie with COVID in 2004. COVID-19 been out for a while. So they knew what was coming in.
Shit like that, very interesting because it's almost fake.
Imagine.
It's almost like, yo, this can't even be real.
How do they know? I know, I'm being facetious. How the fuck do they know a pandemic is coming, right? Mm-hmm. And how do they know a mental health? This is COVID-19. It shows about mental health pandemic, right? They said it again. How do they know a mental health pandemic is coming?
Because they knew what the effects of what COVID would have done, it would have created mental health because they knew the people were already on the brink. They know people living day to day, check to check. They know people if they lost that fucking job, what would happen. They knew this.
Can I get my conspiracy theory shit quick fast? Can I get my conspiracy shit? I don't want to go on. Can I get my conspiracy theory shit quick fast? Ooh, it's called predictive program. How the fuck is it? And look this up. I know we all know. How the fuck the Simpsons predict things from the 80s. It's like, because I've learned this. The first rule is nothing's accidental, coincidental. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe there's a coincidence, but now we're in the 50s now. They have 2-hour compilations on this shit. And that's not the only one. I'm just naming them because that's the most known one. It's called predictive programming, bro. So by them doing these simulations in public, just like with the European UFOs that everybody don't give a fuck about, and they had 7 or 6 Congress meetings about them, and they talked about they found a non-biological, a non-biological. What the fuck does that mean? Y'all understand what that means? And nobody cares. This is why they put this out there, because they know whatever's in dark comes to light. So this is why they do these things they do. And it's fitting that there's this Rome shit in the back, because this is what this is. It's a new Rome. It's new Rome. They just keep doing the same shit.
It's theater.
It's almost like
it's pure theater.
It's almost like vampires. You know what I mean? But as a whole, they change their name, change their thing, and come back. Like
it's a theater.
Rome is this. It's fucking Egypt. It's this. Like, and Egypt, I'm saying that's the same people, but like it's always the same kind of fucking agenda going up. Same type of people, same type of agenda going up.
People saying
so it's like, how do they know? I'm gonna let you spill a little bit because this is his fucking idea and this shit was crazy. I don't know I don't know what the hell a mental pandemic was, but how did they know a mental health pandemic is coming?
Because they set it up. They set up the first domino to affect the second domino, and then the second domino would affect the third domino. And all you had to do is do exactly what they were saying there. Let's see what happens, hypothetically speaking, if 2 million people is sick in New York. And how many hospitals? It's a very easy game. How many hospitals New York got? So how many can they sustain? Overflood them. They overflooded. What happens now? Okay.
They want to see what happens now. They did it before with the Great Depression.
Yeah, but
they want to see what happens.
No, but it's a difference. No, it's a big difference.
Do they know what the fuck?
No, but
they did it before.
No, it's no. But it's a big difference. With the Great Depression only affected the people who had money. Let me tell you something. When you're at the bottom of the shithole, you ain't never affected with money. The people who jumped off the top of them buildings was the niggas with money. Guaranteed. You understand what I'm saying? That's what affect. But with the coronavirus now, you regular people, older people, elderly people are being killed off. Not the young. The elderly is being killed off. Those jobs is gone, erased.
This is population control.
Yes.
Understand me?
They test you.
One form is millions.
50, 60, 70 years.
I think it's population control to get rid of the old.
Yeah, many forms. There's food, there's water, there's fluoride in your toothpaste. They do this God's away, so they're gonna twist it.
But I also think this was also
to come fair. They started again in 2000. You see what happened in 2000? The blackout was totally different than the blackout.
Move into the world where we don't have no more money. They're running, you know what I'm saying? Because they're moving us into no more money. I think all of this was just to get us into the next chapter of their agenda.
They know what
you know what's the fucked up part?
See how the new age is.
What's the fucked up part? You know what's the fucked up part? Like I
already know how we gonna handle.
Like I just telling my bros, we right now, and we don't care because we control our thing. But we on a losing side of this battle right now. Of this mental joust. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we talk about. Everybody want to scream New World Order. Everybody want to scream Illuminati. Everybody want to scream this. But like, my nigga, they winning. Whatever you want to call them, they can be just a group of regular people from fucking Harvard. They're winning. They're kicking our ass. And that's exactly what we were talking about earlier. That's why, going back to my going back to part one. What's worse? Hold up. Going back to part Going back to part one. What's worse? COVID-19 or mental health pandemic, a mental health pandemic. You know why contribute that is? And this is just loosely. COVID is physical slavery, and mental health is the mental slavery we're in right now.
Yeah,
mental is always more dangerous because
the body than dying.
A lot of people with mental health.
Because once that body died. That mental shit can affect everybody.
How about this? Let's pick one that everybody knows. One simple. Let's simplify it. Because this is a form of mental health as well. Narcissism, arrogance. People walk around with this arrogance. Narcissism is the extreme form. People are arrogant. People walk around with arrogance. And the lie they tell themselves, mental health, is that I'm confident. And whoever don't like it, whatever. This is the lie they tell themselves. They don't realize that they brash, they rude, they're inappropriate.
They're being controlled by their ego.
There's a lie, and this is the reason they keep doing this, because they don't see nothing wrong with it, because they got a mental problem. They don't realize that this is mental illness. It comes in many factors.
And
so
many
of course it's worse.
And to go back
again, it's
not
contributed to the all. It's taken away. You build and destroy.
Right. The majority of us have always been dealing with mental health, and the pandemic perpetuated it and highlighted it, amplified it. Yeah. And if you was weak and you lost your job, and not weak in a negative sense, but
life breaks you down.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just couldn't take it no more. It broke you down. If you lost somebody because of the coronavirus, because they got sick, the shit broke you down. If you was unemployed, you lost your job, it broke you down.
If you was already a lonely person, right?
Yeah, secluded, and going outside to get that paper is the only joy of your life.
And going outside, I know people at work, I'm not saying no names. They go to work, the only guys work friends. Only group, anytime they socialize is only at work, right? So what happens to them?
No, you are.
Now they got no friends to talk to, got no girlfriend.
At 2000,
it's like they in a hole.
A lot of motherfuckers.
Yo, you know, I keep coming back to two things. And you know what? And it's crazy, and it's mad ill, and it's mad prophetic that life is balanced, right? Like this is real. We keep coming back. This is episode 50. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for real, all the subscribers. We went from nothing to about to be 1,000 for rocking with us. Thank you for all the subscribers on ECW TV as well. But like, this shit is crazy that I'm coming to two things, and we all know life has a balance, and life is like a yin and yang, and everything's up and down, adds above, some below. You know what I mean? So what we always come back to is, you already know the answer. It's always on you. Everything's on you.
It's always on you.
It's gonna start with you.
You make the choice.
I'm talking from episode 1 to 50. Here we go again.
It's on you.
All on you. From 1 to 50. If you look at those shit,
this is your game. This is your game.
I mean, I mean to do it. That's not like we know rehearsal. It's just the way it's in. And the other balance is like a shadow. And the other balance we always come to is that the problem is the agenda. It's on you. Who's doing it? The agenda. It's on you. It's like two sides of the same coin. It's like how balance works. Up and down, devil, God, good, evil. We talk about the same thing. One is positive, one's negative.
And it took me a long time.
Think about it. Every fucking thing we talked about, it
comes back to you. And
also the agenda.
Yeah, because
of why it's so far gone.
And then the thing about it is, the one thing I've come to realize, right, in this whole shit of who I've been for years, trying to find myself, I had that epiphany today. Like, damn. Right, but anyway, that's another thought. The fight is not outside. The fight ain't even against the agenda. It took me a minute to understand that shit. That the fight is within ourselves. The fight
in the Bible. I'm not a Bible thumb, but I'm not gonna cut you off. That's just real what you said. because the Bible have Jews from the emerald tablets to the real things. I don't want to misquote it because I know I am. But then it said the fight is not with the flesh, is with principalities and so. It's like it said that in the Bible. It's like they said it's not with the
flesh is weak.
They said
it's weak.
But they said it's not. This is not with the flesh. It's with the principalities and more. The business of that is it's with your morals and principles. It's with the internal fight is
and
so much
against your fleshy self is a battle.
There's a lot of Jews in our
That's the war.
Because
you see, so niggas get. Irony of life is the thing is when nigga get mad and be like, oh fuck white people or fuck black people or the government and this. Boy, that place blame. That hate that you exuded outside is emanating from the inside. So then you got to deal with what's on the inside of yourself, and not the problem ain't the government. The problem is you. As because we could point all the finger all day long and blame this person, blame that person, when the real problem is you. For instance, if you don't like, no, even the outside problems. Listen, this is how deep it goes. What we was talking about, even the outside problems, is you. And I'm gonna mean this. Let me explain. When I was saying before, if you're transmitters and receiver, and you're receiving in all this negative information inside all this, going into your subconscious, you're going to transmit back out the illusion that they want you to transmit back out. The illusion of fear, the illusion of I got to step on him to get on top. It's an illusion.
It is.
But they're putting that, they're pumping that illusion in there, and you transmitting the illusion back out.
You know what you just described?
It's always you.
You know what you just described?
Cut it off.
Do you know what you just described? This is for all the people. Oh my God, we cooking. Like, share, subscribe, man. Come on, we high frequency. Chosen one shine bright. You just subscribe. Mass MK Ultra. People always like MK Ultra don't exist. People just think you gotta get beat and your eyes gotta be shut wide in a chair.
No.
Yo, we just described this. You controlling people on a mass scale to do what you predict them to do. That's brainwashing.
Because you understand.
Oh, I know they're gonna do that. Go do that. Yo, go kill your community.
You know
go
why?
Your community.
Once you
go do that.
Exactly.
Go be a whoremonger. Go be a this.
Because
that's brainwashing.
It's the Manchurian candidate.
That's MK Ultra right there, bro.
Understand that human beings are transmitters and receivers. You understand that I can transmit any frequency to them, and at any given time, they step on the shoes. He's gonna react the way he's seen it supposed to react. You understand? That's how we're going to react. They're going to transmit all day long to you. Kunta Kente, Claude, roots and all of that. And now you receiving it. Now you pumping it back out. Niggas out here wearing dashikis and Kunta Kente. Claude, what's no Kunta Kente?
Yo, quick fast, Big V. Quick fast. Because we on time, right? How do they know mental health pandemic is coming? I didn't know there's a mental health pandemic coming.
Because they already had it. It was already scripted. They're in circle.
It's orchestrated. It's a script. You just acted it out. You just don't know you're an actor in a play.
Sit out from years.
Yeah, you don't know you're an actor in a play.
I'm gonna leave this with two things. Y'all saw training day? Man, either you've been planning this all day. He said, nigga, I'm planning this all week.
Nigga, fuck you think this is, nigga?
I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna leave it like this.
Oh, you believe these niggas is really legit?
I'm gonna leave it like this. Y'all just saw the footage. Y'all heard the real shit we said. Nothing but facts. How do y'all think they know mental health pandemic's coming? Part 3. Chosen one shot bright. Like, share, subscribe, bro.